What's up, everybody?
What's going on?
That was almost a fiasco. At least that crash at the very, very beginning.
Yeah, not like halfway through. So, take that. Take that for $1. So what's going on, Hawks? You got your boy Mo Diggs here. We got the director Mark Morales, and look who's back. Is that Angelo? Is that Angelo? Angelo, you can come off mute now.
Angelo, you're not Tony. Let me fix that for you.
Oh, there it goes. What's up? It's Jello, everybody. How you guys doing?
We're doing, man. We're doing.
All right.
All right. So I know the last few weeks we've kind of spoiled you guys with some pretty good banter between myself and Tony Blu-ray. Unfortunately for Tony Blu-ray, he caught whatever sickness his daughter brought home from school, and the man cannot speak. So he is very disappointed. He's very disappointed because he thought all week long about this top 5 list. All week long he thought about this top 5 list. And he was kind enough to share it with me since he couldn't be on the show. And Tony's top 5 list, in order, is Back to the Future, Back to the Future 2, The Burbs, Saving Private Ryan, and Gladiator, in that order. So
Good movies. Good movies.
those are all 5 are very good movies. Very good, very excellent movies. Pretty cool go-tos. He basically summed up his reasoning for me in a sentence, which is, when everything's wrong and I don't feel right, I watch these movies and they make me feel good. And
Sounds
that's,
like a
I mean,
good reason. Sounds like a
if
pretty
there
good
was
reason.
ever if there was ever a reason to watch a movie, that would be it. So, very nice list, Mr. Blu-ray. Thank you so much.
Very nice,
You don't gotta
very
be
nice,
sorry,
very
man.
nice.
People get sick. You're gonna be all right. We'll see you next week. So Angelo was kind enough to come on the show.
Oh yes.
So thank you, Angelo. So Angelo, why don't you tell the Hawks what you've been doing? Why haven't you having any screen time? What's going on? What's new in your life?
Well, a few things going on. Big life changes. Had a little boy, amazing little man, Vincenzo. Also, my main man right here, beautiful Emma in the world. So, on top of that, changing careers and stuff. You know, I'm not gonna disclose too much, but just say going for better finances, and just leave it at that. Other than that, an update for Mo Diggs. Actually was just working on the one half of your carburetor and completely taking it apart and everything, got everything looking real good.
Nice, thank you for that.
Yeah, man.
I'm glad.
Don't worry, I'm leaving stuff for you. Don't worry. I'm leaving a list for you. Don't worry, my man. You got some work coming for you. But other than that, man, just work, play. Been catching up on the Switch, raising little man, doing my thing.
Very nice, very nice.
Projects.
So my man Angelo's been hands-on,
Projects everywhere.
doing some mechanic work. Got a little career change, got a new baby. A lot of things going on for Angelo, so we're all very happy for Angelo. Thank you for sharing that with us.
You also, Mo, you're a new daddy.
Yeah.
I am a new daddy.
Brand new girl in the world. Brand new little girl.
God blessed me with the wonderful Emma. She's a little fireball. It's a little fireball. She get mad and yell at you, and then she fall right asleep because she got mad as hell.
Bro, it's just, like, it's impossible for you not to melt as soon as you see her. Like she's one of a kind, man. Like bless her, bro.
Yeah, God bless her. So
congratulations, my man. So happy
I appreciate
for you.
that. Thank you.
Congratulations, both of you guys.
Thank you kindly.
Bro.
So,
Listen.
what? Listen to what?
Oh no, just me.
Oh, I thought you was gonna say something.
Well, you know me. Nah, it's good, man. Don't worry. Just
I thought you were gonna drop
some
wisdom on us, some daddy wisdom.
I thought I was gonna hear some wise words. All right. So, last week we let you know. We said that we were gonna do our own personal top 5 list. So I shared Tony's with you, and I shared Tony's with you, and I called Angelo today about 5 o'clock, and I said, "Man, I need a tremendous favor from you because I don't want to let the Hawks down." So I asked him if he'd come on the show with us. And he said, "You know what? All right, cool." I said to him, "You don't got to do no research. That it's just your own personal top 5. What are the first 5 movies that come to mind that are your go-tos? If you could only watch 5 more movies for the rest of your life, like which are going to be the movies you're going to take?" So Angelo wrote this list for us. And he decided to come on the show, and we're very appreciative toward that. So... Oh, wait a second. We got a little comment here from Miss Alyssa Nicole. Alyssa wants me to remind you to not forget that you're marrying the woman of your dreams in a few weeks, too. LOL. I mean, I don't understand why this is a laughing matter, but you should remember that you're marrying the woman of your dreams, sir. You fucked up. See, Alyssa, I got your back. I told him. You fucked up, sir.
But you say what I've been up to. I haven't married her yet, and I'm not marrying someone isn't like a process. Like I'm not, you know.
You know what? That is an excellent rebuttal. That is an excellent rebuttal. So we're gonna cut. Alyssa, we're gonna cut Angelo a break, okay? Bros forever, bros before. You know what I was gonna say about bros before our women, bros before our ladies. So I gotta stick up for my homeboy Angelo. And I really hope that he's not planning anything at the wedding. Oh, my mom says that her go-to movie, if she ever had to take a movie, is The Sound of Music. That is a very nice pick, Mom. Very nice pick. That is a classic. It's a beautiful movie. It is a timeless movie. Really cool pick, Mom. Very cool. So sometimes I like take the lead, and the way we do things here on Over the Top is we kind of just let it fly. This is just natural. You know what I mean? I
gotta make a change on my list.
No, you can't change your list.
That's it. You cannot change your list.
You could do an honorary mention. You could do an honorary mention.
I understand. You only had 2 hours.
You know what? I can't believe this slipped my mind, and it's such a good fucking movie. And
all right, throw out your honorary mention right now. Then go ahead before it drives you nuts,
bro. Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh, really?
Great.
Yes.
That is an awesome movie.
Yeah. Yes. That's why I'm like, damn. Like I would at least would have switched it around 4
I just wouldn't have seen you picking Bohemian. Like out of all the
like
music,
I actually like that. No, because it's like an underdog. Like people make fun of his defect because like the way he looks in his face, but it actually helps him carry deeper tones and shit. So there's more in depth to that movie than just some guy becoming a rock star and shit. And like he actually goes towards like something good, you know, like AIDS and shit like that. And actually like that was real shit, you know. Like I actually really enjoyed that movie. Like I don't care who you are, Bohemian Rhapsody was some real shit. Give a fuck who you are. That's some struggle. That was some struggle. This motherfucker coming out to his family being gay and everything, like. That's a lot of hard shit to swallow. Definitely during that time period, but I don't care who you are, bro. That's some real shit right there.
Alyssa Nicole agrees with you.
A human being being real with themselves through and through, and like going as far as he did, like, bro, boom to you, bro. Like that's some real shit. I don't care.
That was some
That's
deep
shit.
insight. Okay, that was
Like-
pretty good. So unfortunately, I only gave Jello like an hour before the show to come up with his list, so he had to think of it on the fly. So he got his honorable mention. So like I was saying, like on Over the Top, we just kind of let it fly. We give it to you natural. This is all raw. This is not something we read. This is coming from the heart, from the top of the mind.
No rubber.
And whatever, whatnot. And a lot of the times I forget that Mark's the director.
Spits
You know,
the
Mark-
courtesy.
Mark's the director. He's supposed to direct me as to like what order we're doing the list, and sometimes I just kind of jump the gun and just jump in there. So
We're
instead
over
of
the top,
me
so-
just talking about something, Mark, what order did you want us to talk our lists in? Are we
Well,
doing it one at
the
a
reason
time?
that
Do you wanna
the-
go one and one?
It isn't like I'm trying to take control of everything or anything like that. The reason it's set up this way is that I set this up for everybody before the show. I have to find the images, get them the right quality, and then set them up on the screen so that.
And it's a process.
Yeah, so
And it's a process that you were the one who does it. So what order? What are we doing? Tell
So
me what's going
here's-
on. Let the Hawks know what we're doing.
So here's something that's really interesting, and this happens all the time, you know, as we have different movies we like, we have movies that we like the same. So I ended up starting you guys off with the movie you both had on your list. You both had one movie on the list. And the movie you both
Your
had
Honor.
was Boondock Saints. You both had it on your list.
Yeah.
Bro, that's my shit. I love the movie.
Yeah. What are you gonna need a fucking piece of rope for? Who do you think you are? Oh, okay, Rambo. What are you gonna need the knife for? That's freaking. Oh, that was such a perfect movie. And you know what? The first time I watched that movie, I was too young to appreciate what it was. I was too
Yes.
young. I was like 7 years old, and my father was watching it. And I was in my parents' bedroom, and he used to let me watch, movies I wasn't supposed to watch, because back then, nobody gave a shit if it was an R-rated movie. My grandmother, who watched me like from 4 to 5, used to sit me on her bed, and I could watch Terminator 2: Judgment Day. I could watch Predator. I used to watch Friday at 5 years old. Friday, just sitting there, I loved it. I loved it. Like, I would just watch it every time. I had no idea what the fuck was going on, but I loved it because Smokey back here taking a shit. So, but when I really appreciated Boondock Saints, I was 23 years old, and I had just like spent a night of passion or whatever, and I woke up and she went to go like make breakfast or whatever whatnot, and she let me sit in the room on this big ass chair, and I was watching the Boondock Saints.
How you know
And all
you're
I
a
gotta
Latino, you call it a night of passion.
Well, I was just trying to be politically sound and whatever. I've moved on to much greater passions. Anyways, in this spot, in this position, what's going on, Nikki? We got Nick the Couple watching us. What's going on? We're talking our 5 favorite movies, and apparently Angela and I have picked one of the same movies, and that's the Boondock Saints. And sometimes I want to put a whooping on my friends, like the director or Jello or anything, but I always have to remind myself, it's a rule of thumb. You can't really do any damage to that. You should probably do a rule of wrist.
Fucking
Can't
dick.
do anything with a stick as thick as your thumb. No, so that movie's great. It takes place on St. Patrick's Day. These guys get like a calling. They feel the calling from God or from the saints or whatever whatnot, and they decide that there's too much evil in the world, and they go and they start taking out bad guys, and they're not doing it well. Like, they're getting lucky. Like, they are fucking getting lucky the entire movie. And it's an excellent movie, man. If you haven't seen the Boondock Saints, please, first slap yourself and then get on Amazon Prime and get yourself the fucking movie, or however way you gotta watch it. Watch this movie. This movie's great.
Watch it.
Definitely one of my
Great
favorites.
movie.
Definitely one of my favorites.
Oh, I can believe it. Yeah, and the Boondock Saints is amazing. All right, so what goes the rest of the order? What are you gonna bring up on us now?
Let's since Jello's the guest, let's just start off with Jello's list. All right, sound fair?
So
All right. Hey, that's cool, man. I understand.
All right, so how do you want to do this? Like, first to
I think
last, last to first. Like, what's up?
I think he's gonna tell you what movie he's putting up there because you can't see the screen, right?
Oh yes. I saw it, Spawn. Yeah, fucking love that movie, bro. Yes.
Nikki just slapped me.
What?
I don't know what you got slapped for, or who got slapped. It wasn't directed. I guess maybe we all got slapped. I don't know.
I believe Alyssa. I think. Well, for me, I think it was number 4. Right? Boondock Saints was my number 4.
Really?
Out of the top 5.
That was my number 3.
Well, it was my number 4.
It was my number 3.
I think Spawn's your number 1.
Yes. Just because his backstory and then his upbringing and everything, like, it's just so badass. Like, it's badass in the sense that it brings it to the reality of everyday problems that men face. Because
if I didn't do this, if I didn't come over the top on you, it's just something you said kind of stuck out to me. And don't get me wrong, I've watched this movie. You know, growing up, I enjoyed this movie. I had a thing for Spawn, so I'm not like a Spawn hater. But you said the background on this guy, his backstory was just so intriguing to you. Now, are you talking about the backstory of the character himself or the backstory they give you in the movie?
Well, it is different from like the comic books and in the movie, but I related the movie the most on a personal level because of what I was going through at the time during my age. And like everything was just inside my head, and that's like the only way I could really like enjoy my childhood, I guess you could say. But the thing of like the parents like being disconnected and one trying to do whatever they could to get back to them, but no matter what they did, they could never be with that person. It could never be the same. Like, things change, like his soul and everything's gone. And like, sorry to get like deep or whatever, but you know, that's my father. He lost his way with his career and money and everything, and lost it all with, you know, fucking with the wrong people per se, and never seen it again. You know,
well, that just made me sad.
Details and yeah, so like there's but like I enjoyed the movie because in the end, like through all that like horrible bullshit, and even though he was still evil in a way, he still found a way to still do good, even though he has done bad in the past. So even though like, you know, it's not good to say like, oh, you always be forgiven. Well, like I believe in second chances. Like I feel for you second chances and everything, you know. So
for
that
instance,
movie,
it's a story of redemption for you.
Yeah, it's like no matter what I go
redemption
through in my
is
life, it like festers in me, and like I always attract to it. So that's
I like
my
that.
shit
That's good.
right
That's
there.
good. That's a good reason to watch a movie. Absolutely, it gives you a an
don't get me
urge
wrong,
for redemption to show you it's possible that you can do it, you can reach it.
Movies have their shitty acting and stuff like that, and it could have been done a little better, but you know, the point is what I've seen in that movie.
The movie for its time was good for its time. Like the acting was on point for its time. Like it wasn't gonna win awards by any mean, but it really gave the people what they wanted.
Badass movie.
No, no. Who's not gonna watch Spawn? I fucking love Spawn. Spawn's one of those movies that like you're flipping through the TV and it's on. Oh, hey, Spawn's on. Let's watch Spawn. You know, John Leguizamo was great in it.
Bro, like I told my brother one day, like because he goes in a motorcycle and he's able to get the cape and go into like a hard shell, and he like bounces off the one truck and goes flying in the air and shit. I'm like, yo, what if I could do that or whatever? So my brother came up with this idea for me to sit inside a laundry basket. Now I had stairs in the row home where it went straight down like this, and then it was like 90-degree turn and just like fucking wall and plaster, like old school shit with like wood pieces going across, and it's like thick piece of like plaster shit, and bam!
Tony Blu-ray says that Spawn was fun to watch.
Yo, it was.
So he agreed. He kind of agrees with you. That was a good pick, man. All right, why don't we go to the next one?
Hell yeah, let's do this. Oh, I'm gonna keep going my whole list. All right, my bad.
Yeah,
All right.
this is you.
So,
This is you.
all right. So, when we got Fast and the Furious, okay.
Woo!
The very first one, though. The very first one,
Bro, this
Man.
movie made me fall in love with Michelle Rodriguez.
bro. This movie opened my eyes to like what could actually be going on around you with like deception and everything, and then it also got me to the idea of I could literally mix and match vehicles and shit together. Like I actually had a bicycle with like lights and a sound system and shit on it because of that movie. Like rexed out my BMX bike.
Why not?
Yeah, like that movie. I don't care what anyone says. Like that shit.
So Tony says that his favorite line from Fast and the Furious, and I like Fast and the Furious. I've watched it, but I don't remember this line. He says, "My favorite line is, why ask why when how is so much fun." I don't remember that line, but I do remember this one that he just dropped, and it doesn't matter if it's an inch or a mile. Winning's winning.
Yeah, everyone knows that one, but I think the first line he was talking about it was with the one detective that had the beard like this with he was like bald with like 5 strand of hair comb over. You know which one I'm talking about, right? Glasses.
I think I fucked up apparently because the why ask why when how is so much fun is actually from Spawn, which is probably why I don't remember it from Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Thank you for that correction, Tony. I wasn't sure when we were talking about Fast and the Furious.
Because the only person I can see in that movie coming up with a line like that would be that white old detective with the glasses.
Yeah.
I don't.
Because I had no idea what he was saying, but that was a pretty cool line. So tell me, why was Fast and the Furious your second favorite movie?
Nah, because like I just like tinkering and shit. Like obviously
with the cars, Yeah, you just said that too.
My
just didn't process.
Like, yeah, like from like anything, it just made me want to take apart shit and then fucking make it better. Like I don't know, it just made me tinker the fuck.
I know, and you do that. You're very talented with somebody who hasn't had any training. You're very talented with engine work. So I can see why Fast and the Furious is in there. And plus, that was a good fucking movie. I mean, that was a great movie. That movie. After that movie came out, you started seeing car clubs at every Taco Bell in Miami. Every Taco Bell, everybody had some cars and shit.
Yo, yeah. I mean, we all had like beat up old Toyota and Honda Civic hoopties that were just like we're buying for like $1,500 off like Craigslist and shit, or around the corner like beat up grandpa Hondas and shit, and it just blew up from there, dude. Like going to West Philly and seeing everyone fucking like flex and shit, like it was great. It had like 100 to like 200 cars at one time just lined up on the streets. Like some of the stuff in that movie was like legit. They actually went through it. Did it last long? Ew. I know down here in Florida they got real strict about that. It's a felony just to do 15 miles per hour over the posted speed limit, like because of it. So, but yeah, when it blew up, it was wild, bro. It was crazy. That's
awesome. All right, so we already know what your number 3 is.
Mm-hmm.
What's your number 4?
See if Mark puts it up. Yes.
Oh, my shit's loading. I can't even see it. That's probably gonna crash.
Listen, ain't nothing like spontaneous than smoking a Jeffrey. Alright?
Smoking a Jeffrey.
and at the furry wall, like that, my brother literally put up a piece of fur on his wall. So every time we watch the movie or we have a party, he had to pet the furry wall. Whoa, what happened? I lost sound or something.
Why, you can't hear us?
There you go.
Okay.
But yeah, that movie is absolutely fucking hilarious. Like,
what's the movie? I can't see it.
Get him to the
Greek.
What? Get him to the Greek?
To the Greek. Yeah.
Okay, I gotta be honest with you. I don't understand how anybody thinks Russell Brand's funny.
Listen, it's life experiences, alright? I went through a crazy straight stage where it was very similar to the Jeffrey.
Because like you were saying that, like I had no idea what the hell you were talking about. I was like, Jeffrey, what the fuck is that? I'm gonna tell you what.
You gotta watch it.
I've tried a couple movies with Russell Brand, and like I last like 10 minutes,
Listen,
and I can't watch it no more.
I can't watch a stand-up or anything like that. But when it comes to the movie, Get Him to the Greek, it's funny. It's pretty
Is
funny.
it?
Yes.
What's
it's
it about?
hilarious.
Yeah,
Bro,
it's like, I don't know, man. Like, if you think about, I would almost say that it's kind of like the British version of Half Baked in a way, but more crazier. Like if you put
what?
What?
No. No, not at all.
It's just a little bit more insane.
Well, wait, hold on a second.
Explain to him the
Mark is
plot.
Explaining
Alright,
what he feels the movie
Alright, so
signifies.
basically it's Russell Brand but playing himself but as a character named Albus Snow. And there's a big concert coming up called Get Him to the Greek. And he's like a failing rock star in this universe. So he was originally like number one, and then he started making like controversial music because he was going through problems with his wife who's ended up separating him. So he started like using drugs and everything after being clean for like so many years and having
So
kids and shit.
Tony says his favorite scene from this movie is when P. Diddy tells Jonah Hill, "I'm about to mind fuck you." So Jonah Hill grabs a condom and says, "You got, because I got a dirty mind." He says that to P. Diddy. Well, I guess I gotta give it a shot.
No.
Bro,
Angelo has it like so in depth with like, I haven't watched it often enough, but it's just craziness upon craziness.
A lot of
So
craziness.
if you like comedy and lots of
to
drugs,
this concert.
it's basically you'll enjoy it.
Yeah. It's like he makes him put like dope up his ass and shit on the plane. Like it's
Well, don't give all the way everything that's funny.
Listen, you have to watch it, Skate. It's not everything. There's
all right. So we got Get Him to the Greek at number 4. Your number 3 was Boondock Saints. Your number 2 was Fast and the Furious, and your number 1 was Spawn. Hit us with number 5.
Half Baked.
Oh, Zab, you my only friend. I love this
got back out of me. Francis.
I want to talk to Samson. That movie is so funny.
Listen.
You better stop or I'm going to kill your Puerto Rican friend. I'm Cuban, bitch. So you said you from Jamaica? Yes, I be from Jamaica. Well, what part of Jamaica you hail from? Right by the beach. Boy. It's so fun. Dude, there's so many lines in that movie that you can just spout out. Everybody knows what that movie is. Everybody's seen Half Baked. Half Baked is hilarious. Matter of fact, the first time I ever watched Half Baked was with Tony Blu-ray. We were with Tony Blu-ray. We were in his house. We watched Half Baked, and we laughed our fucking asses off. Oh my god, it's so funny. Have you ever seen Half Baked, Marco?
Of course. Like, I don't know many people who haven't. It just
Did you enjoy
Half
Baked?
It was like iconic for our age and time and everything like that. I saw it at like several times at like my best friend's house. I still talk to that friend today, even though we live miles and miles away. It's just like one of those movies you watch with your best friend.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
Angelo made me thirsty. So, Angelo, why is this number 5?
Because it's a funny movie. It's just it's good times. I mean, it's fucked up that his friend gets locked up for accidentally killing a horse, and they had to do something at that time that was illegal to try to get him out. But it's a fun movie.
Dude, you know what Tony just said? Tony just commented, "We watched Half Baked on weed."
On weed.
Have you? Hey,
Say
have you ever seen the
stars.
back of a $20 bill on weed?
weed.
Red team, go! that was like Jon Stewart's like big start. That was so funny. Oh, it's so funny, man. That movie's so
Oh,
funny.
I don't care who you are. That's a funny movie.
That
That's
is a
my
very
list.
funny movie. Well, Angelo,
That is
you know
my
what,
list.
man? Those were some pretty good damn movies, man. That was a pretty good list.
I think so.
All right. That was a pretty good list. I like it. So I guess everybody wants to know Mo Diggs' top 5. Right? Everybody wants to know Mo Diggs' top 5. So my number 1 is The Devil's Advocate. The Devil's Advocate, it stars Keanu Reeves, Al Pacino. I mean, the acting in it is superb. It's a fucking lawyer movie, which is really cool. And it's got religion mixed into it. And a lot of crazy shit happens in this movie. And it's basically, he basically outsmarts the devil in this movie. It's a movie that kind of teaches you that
what's up, guys?
Even if you're playing with evil or whatever, whatnot, or you're in a dark place, if you really put your mind to it, you can get yourself out. You can get yourself out and you can start over. And it's cool. It has like a really powerful message. There's a lot of sublingual messages in it, or subliminal messages. This movie speaks to you in ways, at least to me, it speaks to me in ways that, like, it just clarifies things for me. I love this movie.
Right.
This movie, I must have seen it 1,000 times. I can quote every line to this movie. It's an amazing movie. He tells, he's walking down the street, Keanu Reeves and Al Pacino. This is in New York, so the streets are super busy. Everybody's talking. Everybody's loud. Fucking taxis are honking the horns and shit like that. And Al Pacino, who's the CEO of this attorney's firm or whatever, he's the president or he's the top dog at this place. He's walking with Keanu Reeves, who's a hot up and comer. And he tells him, he says, kid, as far as I can tell, the only problem you have is you might as well wear a cape. Like, you're too loud. Look at those shoes. You got gaiters on, whatever, whatnot. Like you shine too loud. You don't want them to see you coming. Look at me. He says, look at me. He's dressed in a trench coat. He's got one of them, hats you see a lot of New Yorkers wear, or like Irish people wear, or whatever. I don't know what the name is. P. Diddy likes to wear it backwards. I don't know what's the name of the hat, or whatever. And he looks like a regular dude. That's what he looks like. He looks like a regular dude. He says, look at me. They don't see me coming. Matter of fact, I took this hooker down to 3rd Street and I fucked her 10 ways from Sunday. At the end of it, she gets up and she walks to the bathroom. She's trying to walk. And she gets over to the bathroom and she turns around and she looks at me. What does she see? Little old me. That's it. Like, I'm just an old man. So he just kind of like there's just so many iconic lines. I mean, Al Pacino, dude. It's like Al Pacino at his best. It's not like Al Pacino in the 2000s. It's just like Al Pacino at his best. It's a great fucking movie. It's a great movie.
Oh, you motherfucker.
Tony thinks it's a great fucking movie.
It is a good movie.
All right. So we're going to hit you with number 2. And unfortunately, my YouTube keeps crashing, so I cannot see the thing. But it's my number 2. And I wrote it the minute the show ended last week. So I want to say my number 2 could be 300. Am I right or am I wrong? I don't know. I don't really remember the order I sent it to you.
Running Scared.
Oh, how can I forget? Running Scared, starring Paul Walker.
That was a good
mean,
movie.
This movie, dude, this movie keeps you on the edge of your seat. It is just thrilling. It's so much. It's like every 15 minutes, something even more fucked up happens to this guy, and like he turns out to be an undercover, and he saves the kid, and he does. It's just such an amazing movie. It's such an action-packed movie. It's like I've seen the movie, 100 times, and it's still like when I'm watching it, like it has my attention. Has my
Oh, that's
attention.
a
Out
really
of
good movie.
nowhere, this little kid fucking runs into two pedophiles, and like it's with like anything that's the worst possible situation that could have happened to you, it happened to you in this movie, and they overcome it, and nothing bad happens to them, to the good people at least. It's a great fucking movie. It's a great movie. Good versus bad, good triumphs and whatever whatnot. It's an awesome movie.
I
I
agree.
haven't seen that movie.
No, Paul Walker has a
All right,
few.
Mark.
Out
If you
besides
haven't
Saw.
seen this movie, slap yourself right now and make sure you watch this movie. This movie, this is Paul Walker's best movie. I'm going to just come out and say that. And Paul Walker was in Fast and the Furious.
An error has occurred. I'm unable
And
to
Varsity
answer your
Blues.
question. Try.
What is that? Does anybody hear that?
No, it was my watch going off on me.
Oh, I was like, what the hell was that? Like the phone's talking to
Yo,
you.
Like, what did I
it's not
do?
tripping. Like, I thought there was like a robot alien in this motherfucker, but
Tony, you haven't seen Running Scared? You haven't even dropped a comment or anything. What the hell are you doing, Tony?
how about Brick
So anyways,
House?
so that goes to my number 3. I was close. I mean, honestly, it's my top 5. I don't think any of them outrank the other. They're all my go-tos. But the next movie is 300. 300 starring Gerard Butler. This movie. This is a movie that when you watch it,
this is a real
fills you with
beard.
pride.
This ain't
Yes.
CGI, motherfucker. This is
I know.
a real
It looks
beard.
great. It looks great. You have the
We
best
go-
beard ever. When Angela one day he came to work after coming to work for a month straight with a beautiful fucking full beard, this nigga comes to work fucking clean shaved. I looked at him
GTA
like,
that shit. Nah, I had a
nah.
chin
The
strap.
first time you,
I had
nah,
a
the
chin
first
strap.
time you,
Yes. Chin
nah, the
strap.
first time
Yes.
when you, no, you didn't. The first time you shaved it all
I
off,
did
it was
not.
all off. You had nothing on your
Nuh-uh.
face.
No, I never
Oh,
did
yeah.
that. No,
Yes,
sir.
you
No, I
did.
did not. No, I did not.
I'm pretty sure
I
you
never
did.
baby faced it. No, the most
Well,
I
then
ever
you cut it
did
so
was
short.
like
Then you cut it
it
so
was a-
short, you might as well babyface.
it was. Listen, everyone was calling me Mini Ron because of this right here, but I had a chin strap.
You fucking meat gazer.
Ugh, fuck you.
Tony.
Stop staring at my dick. Stop staring at my dick.
So Tony agrees with me, bro. Tony just said Running Scared is the best Paul Walker's movie. Paul Walker's best movie ever.
What is it? Brick House or whatever he was into?
I don't know, but Running Scared was the most amazing movie. I don't know what the hell Brick House is. But anyway, so 300
Look it up.
is just a movie when you watch it, it just fills you with pride. It fills you with pride. It's a movie about when wars were fought like the right way. You know what I mean? With the fucking king, your president, your leader on the battlefield with you, in front of everybody, fucking kicking everybody's ass. There's this part of the movie at the end because, spoiler alert, they all die. Anyways, read a history book and you'll fucking know it. So 300, they're all gonna die, and the king, he's getting hit by arrows.
From Sparta.
He's getting hit by arrows and whatever whatnot. He looks over and one of his soldiers is dying next to him, and the soldier reaches out his hand and he touches King Leonidas. He tells him it was an honor to have died next to you, sir. And the king looks him in the eye and he says it was an honor to live by yours. Like, it was just such a deep motivational movie. And yes, that 300 movie made everybody hit the gym. Everybody went to the gym. What's up, Jamie? Fucking everybody started hitting them weights. They wanted to look like all them 300 boys. That shit was crazy. Yeah, I know. Cersei is Leonidas' wife. I knew that, Tony. Everybody knows that. Our arrows will blot out the sun. Then we'll fight in the shade. Fuck you, bitch. Fuck
We're fighting
Persia.
in the shade.
Yeah, right? Dude, and the scene where the son dies, the son gets decapitated, and the fucking captain loses his shit. Fucking loot. Like, dude, you felt
Well,
that,
don't
man. You felt his.
tell everything.
What's that?
Don't tell everything.
Don't tell everything, dude. The movie's 20 years old and they haven't seen it yet. Like,
That's like a critical. That's a
it.
critical emotional part if you haven't seen the movie, though. You could talk about like other things like that, but
Okay.
There's more
No,
critical parts
there's
of that
these
movie.
guys on YouTube that do voiceovers. Like, this isn't gonna matter, for anybody that doesn't speak Spanish because it's in Spanish and it's Cuban guys, so they're talking in Cuban slang. And the scene where the soldiers all line up and they're gonna march and whatever
it
whatnot.
would never happen.
And
Listen,
Michael Fassbender fucking like steps out and he tells the kings like, "We're with you, sire, like to the end, to the death." They voice over and it's like, "Don't let this pretty face fool you. I ain't scared of nobody." Like, it's just so fucking voiceover is so funny.
I can't. What did she say? I can't read it. It's too small.
she
She
said,
said, laughing my ass off, "Can you imagine Trump in a battlefield? All politics aside, that would be a bad idea." Bro, I want Trump on the battlefield, man. I want Trump to fire all the enemies.
he already.
That's what I'm saying.
Dude,
That's what I'm
just
saying. You fired.
like,
You fired. You fired.
Oh, okay, they're firing at us. Okay, let's go. Oh,
All
what's
you
that
fuck
blip?
niggas is fired. And Mo and Jamie, of course I've seen the new Joker trailer. Jamie, I'm a
Charlie.
big Joker fan. The Joker is my character. I love the Joker. I'm really excited to see this movie. They're already talking like it's going to win awards. That's how
Listen, the
that's how
backstory
great
for
this
that
trailer.
man-
Off a trailer, they're
Oh,
saying this
Lord.
movie's going to win awards. I don't think it will, but it still looks really good. I'm very anxious to see Joaquin Phoenix take on the Joker. I want to see what he does. Thank you for bringing up that Joker trailer. That was awesome. So that's my number 3. We already know my number 4 is Boondock Saints. So I'm gonna hit you with number 5. Bring it up, Mark. It's such a great movie. It is Guy Ritchie at his best. His best directorial movie, in my opinion. I also haven't seen this newest one. It's like I didn't see King Arthur yet, and I think he has another one out there. But anyways, Snatch was so good. Jason Statham was perfect. Fucking Brad Pitt, so cool. That Irish slur and whatever whatnot. He did it great. Vinny Jones, sometimes Vinny Jones did some good movies. The fucking bad boy soccer player. I mean, it was such good acting. It's a gangster movie, so it kind of like takes you back to that thrill, of being a bad boy, like just kind of like living in that world and that kind of shit. And then Mickey's just such a bad motherfucker. When you find out the Pikeys, like how bad they are, like how fucking crazy G they are, they took out a boss. A group of trailer park dudes fucking took out a boss like it was nothing. Took out a boss and his whole crew. It was amazing. Great movie. You ever seen Snatch? You ain't never seen Snatch?
No.
I'm
But it
about to
sounds good.
snatch you by the back of your neck.
I don't know where your video feed, Mo, went, but your video feed is gone.
I can see myself, so I don't know why. You
You
went there for a while there.
Yeah, for a minute it was just me and Mo. But
Yeah,
I like
so
the
I don't-
movie Fled.
Fled?
Huh?
What is
I know
fled?
he said that. Huh?
Oh, they can't see me?
Nah, they can't see you.
Damn. I like it when they see me. Can you hear me at least?
Oh, we can.
Yeah,
hear
I
you.
can't.
It ain't about my good looks.
Trying to figure out what's going on.
What, Tony? What? You don't like Guy Ritchie? Huh, Tony? You don't like Snatch? What you got to say? All you just said was, "I seen that movie." Guy Ritchie. What did you say? He said Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, and Fled was all right. I've never seen Fled. Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels is a good movie. I'm not saying it's not, but I think Snatch was better. Is that so wrong? Is that so wrong, Tony? I don't know what's going on in my video. You want me to get out and come back in?
It's the Trump in you.
It's because it's because of what I said about Trump. The Secret Service got me. They fucking killed my feed, dude. The Secret Service is all over me,
They
dude.
probably are because we said his name like 4 to 5 times.
They're gonna knock on the door like at 9 o'clock in the morning.
There
Lawrence
you go.
Fishburne,
You're
one of
back.
the Baldwins on the movie Fled. Am I back? All right,
you're
cool. Hey, hi guys. Look, I still look the same. So anyhow,
Mo loves
Jamie, that was
Snatch.
just dirty. You know what, Tony? I forgot about Rock and Rolla. Damn. I think Rock and Rolla is going to be my honorable mention. If I can bring a sixth movie with me on the island, I would bring Rock and Rolla. That is a great fucking movie. Gerard Butler, Idris Elba, the skinny guy who's the Rock and Rolla. Anyway, there's a lot of good actors. A lot of good actors. Rock and Rolla was fun. It was a Guy Ritchie movie also. So, but anyhow, those are our top fives. You got our honorable mentions. I mean, I don't know if Mark came up with a list.
Marco,
Maybe
where's your
Mark
list,
wants
Marco?
Maybe just kind of
Hey, Marco,
say
where's your
what
list?
movies he's bringing with him to the island.
What am I bringing to the island?
Listen, first
What
off,
movies are
you
you
said
bringing?
5 movies. You didn't say anything about Island earlier. Just saying, but go on.
I'll mention
Exaggerated.
I'll mention a
Over
couple
the top.
movies because I've been taking input from like a lot of people's
No, you
different
gotta come up
movies.
with at least a few.
A few.
Yeah, 3 or more.
I've been
Come on.
thinking about all of your guys' movies, putting those together. There's movies I can think off the top of my head and everything like that. One of my, I can't really list them out as I'm just thinking of them at the top of my head, but Pulp Fiction is probably a movie that I'd take on the island with me. And
Can you bring Django too, so I can come over and watch it?
yeah, there'll probably be if you have Pulp Fiction, you probably have Django sitting around somewhere. But like
Jamie likes The Army of Darkness. That's a good movie.
good movie. I think like as
Tony
I
said, great list on both sides. He's going to sleep. Good night, Tony. Feel better. You were saying,
Peace,
Mark?
bro.
I apologize.
Good.
of course we seen Django. I said if we had Pulp Fiction, we have probably Django with him. I own the movie. I own most of Tarantino.
Yeah, Django's
movies.
amazing.
I think a movie that
Loathing.
I used to say all the time when I was younger was my favorite movie, and I still like watch it all the freaking time. Is I watch Desperado all the time. It's like
That's a good movie.
it's like I don't know. There's something about
Really
the romance of like the mystery of the mariachi and everything like that. The coolness of it and all the guns and everything like that. It just makes it.
Once upon a time in Mexico.
That's a good movie too. Those are good
I'm
movies.
sorry. I just thought that one was a ripoff of another, but just saying, go on.
What movie?
Dude, it's a sequel.
The sequel, bro. The second part of the movie.
Is
Once
it
upon
really?
a time in
Yeah,
Mexico.
that's the second part.
Once upon a time in Mexico.
See, I never
It's
knew
a
that.
sequel
I
to
never knew
Django.
that.
I mean, to
I never
Desperado.
knew that. I never knew
He's the
that.
same guy. I like the
Okay.
phone call. I like when he gets to the village. He looks at the guys. Estoy buscando un hombre que se llama El Mariachi, which is I'm looking for the fucking guitar player. And the guy looks at him and goes, ¿Cuál? You know, like which one? Because it's a fucking village of guitar players. And that nigga looks at him and goes, El, which is him. You know who I'm talking about, motherfucker. But tell me what this nigga is. And he doesn't tell him because they love him. So they kill the whole town. Dude, that movie is fucking. That movie shows you.
I remember
Once Upon a
watching that
Time in
movie and I
Mexico,
was like really, really
the
little.
ruthlessness, dude. Just the ruthless. It's just ruthless. Once Upon a Time in Mexico. Desperado is exactly what Mark is saying. Just the romance, the love, the mystery. It leaves a lot
I never
to
knew
your
that was
mind.
secret, bro.
Those
crazy.
movies are so good. That's a good pick. That's a really good pick, Mark. I'm very proud of you. That's awesome. Off the top of your head, that's what you thought of. That's pretty good.
And they fall in line with all the movies like that we already kind of talked to. I don't know. There's something about those little like mystery stories and everything like that, especially about fearless characters and great leaders and everything like that. And actually, like as much as El Mariachi was like feared and everything like that, and he was supposed to be kind of a hero, he's kind of an anti-hero if you think about it, because he was pretty messed up.
Vigilante.
He was
both
messed
sides.
up. He was drunk and he just wanted revenge, and he's always drunk all the time, and he's a messed up dude.
What movie are you talking about?
Desperado.
Desperado. Okay.
He
wasn't drunk all the time.
He was mostly drunk all the time.
Yeah, he was. No, dude, that movie spouted out one of the best jokes ever told. Quentin Tarantino sitting at the bar and he tells the guy a joke. Can I tell the Hawks the joke?
Tell the joke. That was a good story.
Oh my god! So he's sitting at the bar and like nobody's talking. Everybody's kind of sizing him up because he's a white boy in a Mexican bar, and he's sitting there with another Mexican. And the Mexican missing all his teeth and whatnot. And he looks at the bartender. He's asking him questions, and the bartender just so happens to be Cheech Marin, who is not only one of the funniest men on earth, but one of the best actors in the game from the Mexican culture. He has been in a lot of big time movies. He's a great actor. I enjoy Cheech Marin. So Cheech Marin, he's standing there and he gives him the beer, and he takes a sip of the beer and he looks. He goes, "It's fucking warm." And he looks and goes, "That's my coldest beer." And he's like, "Can I at least get a clean glass?" "That's my cleanest glass." Oh, so he sees like there's a little struggle going on. So he tells the guy, "You know what? This is a wonderful beer. This beer reminds me of a joke, and I want to tell you that joke. Would you like to hear my joke?" And the guy's just kind of looking at him like, "Shut the fuck up." You know what I mean? Like Cheech is like, "What the fuck is this thing? What's the joke? Tell me the joke." And Quentin Tarantino listens, he goes, "So this guy, right? He walks into a bar and he goes to the back of the bar, he's playing some pool, whatever, whatnot. And he goes over to the bar and he has a beer, kind of like this establishment right here. And he has a very nice, cold, tasty beverage, just like the one I'm sipping on right now. So he's drinking the beer and he tells the guy, the bartender, he says, "How much you want to bet that I can piss in that glass?" And it's an empty glass sitting on top of the beer about 10 feet away. Says, "I can piss in that glass and not spill a solitary drop." And the bartender listens and he goes, "You cannot piss in that glass and not spill a drop." He goes, "I bet you $100 that I can pick out my dick right now and piss in that glass and not spill a solitary drop." And the bartender looks at him and he goes, "Deal." So the fucking guy, he gets up, he whips out his fucking dick, and he lets it ride. This nigga's peeing on the bar. He's peeing on the stool. He's peeing on the bartender. The bartender has piss dripping off his face, and he's laughing. "Give me my $100, pendejo, right now." And the guy listening goes, "Sure." And he walks back to the back of the bar, and he talks with the guys playing pool for a little bit. And he comes back to the bar, and he hands the bartender $100 with a big ass smile on his face. And he takes that $100 and he looks at him and he goes, "Why are you so happy, man? You just lost $100. And the guy looks at the bartender and he goes, "You see those guys? I just bet them all $500 a piece that I piss on your bar, piss on your stool, and piss on you. And not only would you not be mad about it, but you were going to be happy."
That's funny.
And he got the bartender to laugh. And then right after that, he gets a phone call, and the guy looks over at the bartender and he tells him what's going on just with a look. And he looks back over the white boy and goes, "That was a funny joke." And he kills the Mexican sitting next to him. And he's like, "His name wasn't on the list. Let's go to the back." I mean, just such a cool scene. The ruthlessness of like cartel work. I mean, it's an amazing movie. I used to tell that joke like I fucking made it up. I would tell that joke like whenever I met friends
God.
or was at a party, dude. And dude, that joke always killed. Always kills. Like the best joke ever said.
Yeah.
So
There's a lot of good jokes.
Desperado, Pulp Fiction, one more movie, Mark. One more movie.
So,
I think I put
Well,
poor
like,
Mark
part-
on the spot.
well, part of like the thing is like I had some of the same similar movies as you guys had, so trying to think of something that's a little bit different. That's why I came up with those other two. I'm just trying to think in general, like, and I just can't think in general right now. One other movie that right now just pops in my head. It's unfortunate.
Jamie wants you to say Magic Mike.
I'm not saying that.
I'm not saying Shazam! No. If you're gonna pick a Zam movie, it's gotta be Kazam. Who doesn't want to see Shaq dressed like a genie?
Where's Mama? Come on, Mark. Let's just chair Kim my ass.
I'm not coming up with another movie right now. It's just not the second. Right?
Well, you're not gonna come with this. It's cool. It's cool. We're sitting here waiting. My bad. I must have missed that part of the explanation. So anyhow, those were our top 5 movies, guys. This is something that you can't be wrong. I appreciate those of you who named some movies. That was pretty cool of you. I just want to hit a big thank you to anybody who's watching
Listen,
tomorrow. Thank you so much.
I found a random piece of the Moet bar.
Okay.
So are you gonna eat that on your farewell? Are you gonna eat it on your farewell?
Are you gonna hit us with an antic on your way out?
On your way out?
No. I have a plan for it, but I'm just saying we're gonna build the suspense.
Oh,
Because,
okay. So
we got something cooking up. Don't worry.
You just heard fucking Angelo drop a bomb on you, Hawks. Antics is coming back. Holy shit! It's all fucked up now. It's all It's on. Anyway,
hey, Mark. That
hey, Angelo. Angelo. I'm trying to say goodbye to the fans. I'm trying to say thank you. All right, save it for the phone call after.
Listen.
All right, hold on a second. I already thanked the Hawks. I thank those of you who participated and named some movies for us. A huge thank you to Angelo for coming through in the punchline to help Tony Blu-ray out. Tony got sick. Huge thank you. And we never say this. We never say it out loud. A big thank you to the director, Mark Morales, because Mark is the hardest working man on Over the Top. Mark sets up all the software. He does all the viewing, all the sharing, all the posts, all the maintenance, answers the messages, directs us on what to do and how to do it, fucking holds our hand through technology. He is the man, and we just want to say a huge thank you to Mark. Thank you so much. And you guys have a good night. And I'm really happy that Tony Blu-ray's top 5 did not have
appreciate
Fallout
you guys.
76.
Peace.
See you guys later.
Bye, Felicia.